Welcome to the James Johnston Football Channel.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video. I am, as always, James Johnston, and I'm here again with Tom Batchford. Tom,
Hi.
it's been 2 days, mate. How you doing?
yeah.
I like to ask. Something could have happened in those 2 days, you know.
Sort of surprisingly, slightly worse, I suppose. I got, not eating very well.
No, fair enough.
But it's the way it goes.
Yeah, but other than that, you're okay.
Yeah.
So, as always, these videos don't seem to get the views compared to the Premier League predictions, but we still make them anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's when we do really badly that people. I don't know if it's other fans tune in to watch Arsenal fans in misery, or if just where Arsenal fans are a bit crap, they just like giving themselves more crap to deal with.
Yeah, Arsenal fans are rubbish, mate.
Yeah,
the Arsenal and Leeds had to apologise for the abuse that Pepe got and Akinola got. Then Nketiah had to turn his comments off.
Alioski.
Yeah, Alioski. Yeah. Nketiah had to turn his comments off on Instagram.
Deleted a tweet from Ceballos coming on yesterday because they were getting pelters for bringing on Ceballos.
Yeah, Arsenal fans are just rubbish, and they're all thick as well. They're just all I would say 60% of the fan base are just thick.
Yeah.
I was having an argument with someone on Twitter yesterday because he was like, "Oh, Willock should play in the Europa League games because he's really good in the Europa League." You go, "Well, that's his level, mate. That's he put in man of the match performances against Dundalk and Molde."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're playing Molde. It's like, yes, but that's not the point, is it? He'll probably play well. He didn't play well yesterday.
No, he didn't. No.
No, but it's like, oh yeah, let's just keep all these Europa League quality players in, shall we?
Yeah.
Idiots.
He got an assist.
All idiots.
I don't want to completely say.
He got two.
Yeah.
But against Molde,
there you go.
That's the thing, though. Against Molde, what did he do? He got a chance against Leeds. What did he do against Leeds?
Yeah. Just run around like
nothing.
He was on lemonade and sweets.
Then he comes off looking all disappointed, as if like he shouldn't be coming off. It's like, mate, you shouldn't have even been starting.
Yeah.
Despite me saying he should start.
Yeah. So, going into that at the weekend, let's do Leeds first, and then we'll do the the happier stuff, I guess. I saw the lineup when it came out. I was in a better mood than normal, Tom. Obviously, I wanted Saka rested because I think he's played a ludicrous amount of games for England. And he risked burnout and injury, and then look what happened. But people go, "Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that's on England for how he got injured and everything else." I'm like, debatable. Obviously, Aubameyang was down the middle, which we wanted. Willock was playing. Sorry, Willock was playing. Willock, God Almighty, Willock was. Willock was. I think that's because I'm so used to everyone calling him a penis. I've decided to call him. No, Willock was in there playing as a cam. I keep saying his name. So it's 4-3-2-1 or 4-3-3, whatever way people want to go about it. However, Willian, there we go. Willian was in the squad, mate. Do you think that was justified, considering he went to Dubai and went to met Salt Bay against the club's wishes?
Well, no, not really.
I hear all this about non-negotiables. I'm like, I think a pretty big non-negotiable is taking time off from your club and not telling them during a pandemic and flying across to the Middle East.
Oh, what a lovely goal!
Who scored?
Moller.
Oh, lovely.
Well, yeah. It's not even just that. It's just the fact he's rubbish.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's not the fact he went to Dubai.
He hasn't earned a holiday, let's be honest.
No, it's not like, I've been working really hard recently.
Yeah, I need a holiday.
Definitely deserve this holiday.
Yeah.
No, he's just rubbish. But what other options have we got? I know, some people think Nelson is the next coming of Messi.
Yes.
But he's definitely not.
No,
he's definitely rubbish.
I agree. Well, rubbish. I can see the talent to an extent. But his end product, it's just his end product isn't great.
So I'll give him this. He's better than me.
Yes.
He's definitely better than me.
And the thing that annoys me with him is that I don't know if it's where he has somewhat had a lot of injuries in the past. But I'm like, I don't feel he's as brave as he can, and I think he thinks that he's not as strong as he is.
Yeah.
Sometimes when he's running, I'm like, you can take him on, mate. And then
Yeah.
he'll go sideways or he won't. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, no, take him on. Like you've got him.
Yeah.
You've got him all day.
Well, literally, his best attribute is his pace, and he never uses his pace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the point? What is the point of you?
Yeah.
If literally the only thing you're good for is being a pace merchant, and you don't like being a pace merchant.
Yeah. No. So with obviously Willian being in there, do you think that's Arteta showing favourites, or is it Adu telling him he needs to play because of obviously that Kia Trabzon link, and they're obviously getting bonuses for playing Willian for a certain amount of minutes? What do you think it is?
I just think he just wanted to pick him.
Yeah.
Like I say, what other options has he got? He wanted to play Aubameyang through the middle.
Yeah.
So what other options has he got apart from what? Nelson's not done anything to warrant a start in the Premier League.
Mm.
So you go, well, I've not got anything else. So it's going to have to be Pepe and Willian.
Yeah. For me though, it just I try not to slag him off because I feel sometimes I've been quite harsh on him recently. Not as harsh as yourself, but Arteta. I feel like.
Right.
But for me, I feel like he blows hot and cold on him too much. Like what he decides as non-negotiable isn't consistent enough for me. So Ozil's been completely removed, which I understand. Which I understand because he hasn't performed very well for the last couple of seasons, although he's still the main creator of chances since Arteta took over. Still creating the most. Next to that, obviously, he's had the whole Martinez situation, which I won't go into because people know. I don't want to bore people down on that. And then Guendouzi as well. Okay, yeah, he's an absolute idiot, but you got rid of him as well. And yet, Willian, to me, I think he's been more of an idiot than Ozil was, more of an idiot than Martinez was, and more of an idiot than Guendouzi was. But he's like, no, I need to play him. He's got to play.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I just think he likes Willian. I think he rates him as a player.
Yeah,
I don't think Willian. I think Willian's had some poor performances, but I don't think he's that bad of a player.
No,
I think people go well overboard. To me, I went well overboard on Pepe. I was like, I'll get rid of him because he got sent off. But but he is a good. Pepe's a good player. I think Willian is a good player. I just think that I don't know what it is, but the front
defending, isn't it? Because he can trust him to defend.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I don't know. I just think Arteta hasn't had a good effect on the front players since he's come in.
No.
I'll give him. He's had a really good effect on the midfielders and the defenders since he's come in, but the attackers are just shot to bits. I don't know what he's done to them. I think it is the fact that he makes them defend. He makes the attackers defend on the edge of their own box.
Yeah, they're very deep.
And they've got to run like 90 yards to get to the other box, and they're shattered.
So
I don't know. It's just there's not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. The game itself, I thought the first opening sort of minutes, the tempo was a bit quicker, but then the passes started to get sloppy, and then it just all of a sudden, like you've just said, it literally was like defense. And then it was just like gap, midfield, gap. Like they were all just so far away from one another.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why is there so much, like the distance between Xhaka and Ceballos and Bellerin and Tierney on the wings in defence? Like Leeds were just bombing forward and cutting it across to the edge of the box to take shot. And I'm like, what are you all doing?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like Xhaka normally, I'm like, play him because at least I know he's not a recognisable DM and everything, but they're both immobile. We've had this discussion. Like they're both slow.
Yeah.
But positionally, Xhaka isn't normally that bad, but he was absolutely terrible against Leeds.
Yeah,
until the sending off. It was like once the sending off happened, he just went into like, oh God, I've got to wake up. I've got to actually do a job now.
Yeah. I don't think any of them were particularly great. I think to be fair, they did. I think we did defend well, and I think Ceballos and Xhaka defended the cutbacks quite well. I mean, they had to contend with Willock running into them half the time as well. Yeah. Willock didn't know where he was playing. He was just running about all over the place. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Get out of the way. I think there's one point when Ceballos was literally pushing him out the way.
Yeah.
Because he was literally just in his way. It's like, what are you doing here? Like, where are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I thought they defended the cut. They didn't pass. I mean, Ceballos' passing was pretty poor.
Yeah.
I think Xhaka.
Yeah, he was still
can't
the
even
best
remember
player.
Xhaka playing a pass.
He was still the best player in the first half, considering how bad his passing and everything was. I still thought Ceballos.
Yeah, but do you know what? Like, people rave about Leeds. I didn't think they were any. We were there for we had 10 men, and we were there for the taking. Leeds can't play football. All they could do is just, their thing is put you under pressure and wait for you. Hope that the pressure makes you make a mistake.
I think you said it as well in the Premier League video when you went, everyone was going, yeah, but they hit the post, you're so lucky. And you were like, no, that's bad finishing. Like once or twice, you can forgive it. But like 4, 5, 6 times, your finishing's poor.
Yes, it's a shot off target, the woodwork.
Yeah.
It's not unlucky.
No.
It's not unlucky. Same as Brighton against United. I think they hit the woodwork about 5 times. So it's not unlucky. You missed the target.
Yeah. So, about 10 minutes in, Ceballos had a shot from long range, and then they went straight back down the other end, and we were all over the shop, especially Holding and Bellerin. They didn't want to engage, and Bamford should have scored it, but Leno sort of, that was the one where like he fell on the ball like sideways and picked that up.
Right.
And then 20 minutes in, I've put on here, Pepe did really well with a cross shot that hit the bar. And then 24th minute, obviously Aubameyang had that one. I thought it was a scuffy pass from Bellerin anyway, but for me, I think he should have slid Pepe in. I don't know why Aubameyang from that angle tried to score that. I thought he should have.
No.
I thought he should have slipped Pepe in, and then Leeds obviously just we're reducing them from shots outside the box, and then they had the other best chance they had. Was the one with Bamford again, where like I don't know what for me it looked like Gabriel was like trying to clear it with the tip of his dick. I don't know. I just
he did that a couple of times, didn't he?
Yeah, he like sort of like went like that. And it like sort of ricocheted off his knob, and then Bamford volleyed it. And then
he did it a couple of times. He just sort of thrusted at the ball.
There was another one in the second half as well. Yeah, but and then obviously Pepe swazzed one wide, and it was half time. I go into half time, and I thought to myself, okay, this has been abysmal, but let's not, let's not worry. And then it sort of just got progressively worse, didn't it? I mean, straight after half time, really, Pepe gets sent off, and rightfully so. We both said he's a complete idiot. I think he was. I think he was frustrated, mate. I'm like, he isn't being picked. When he is picked, all he can hear all the time. Nico. I'm like, I know he can't speak English apparently, very well. But I'm like, he obviously knows what his name is, and I'm just like, he must think like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
It annoys me just having to listen to it, but to actually be a player, just to be shouted at constantly, exactly where to be.
Yeah.
But surely, as a manager, like you've worked all week with them, surely they know what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, like don't.
And if they're not doing it, you just go.
Yeah.
You just go, hey Nico, remember this is what you need to do. Yeah. You don't just constantly go, Nico, really.
Yeah.
Like, what is that even? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Just shouting their name over and over.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, I'm all for encouragement, but there's just times where I'm like, you I don't know if it's like you're over coaching in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like just let it naturally play out a bit, and then. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying I'm anywhere near it, but when I used to play Football Manager, I'd set it all up, and then I'd just let it naturally go, and then I'd be like, no, right, now let's go.
Yeah.
Like type get the formation changes and all this done. I'm just like, for me, I'm like, I don't know. I've said before, I feel like he's a control freak.
Maybe it is because he only stopped playing like a few years ago, and he's he sort of thinks, if I was still playing, I'd be doing this. So I'm going to shout at him constantly until he does what I think's best. Is that how you're the manager? Though you're supposed to trust the players to do your game plan. So you let the game plan, and then if the game plan don't go well, you can change it. But don't just shout at them constantly.
Yeah, I don't remember it being this bad, because if you remember, like right at the start of the lockdown when the football come back, it was like the water breaks was when he'd start absolutely mullering them.
Yeah.
And then it was like the game would sort of play out and everything and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it was just because we were winning back then. Maybe it's just become worse because we're not a good side at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just annoying though, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
annoying having to listen to him.
But he's had the most red cards in the league since he's come here though, with 5. So
Yeah, I mean, is that because he's shouting at them all the time?
well, a lot of them is David Luiz being useless. Like, let's be brutally
Yeah.
honest. I think he got 3 of them. So, I don't know. I think he got 2, and then
what were the other ones?
And Ketia got the one for kicking the guy at Leicester.
Oh, that was unlucky,
and
wasn't it?
Aubameyang got the one at Palace, didn't he, for stamping on the geezer at Palace? That was a bit unlucky as well.
Did he?
Yeah, do you remember?
Was that under Arteta though?
Yeah, it was the start of the year, wasn't it? It was January.
I can't remember.
Crystal Palace away, I think it was. Yeah. But after that, Aubameyang had a half chance, and then Leno made a really good save from Dallas. I actually thought Leno was arguably the best player on this game. Him and Tierney for me, I thought were the best 2. Rodrigo smacked the bar, and then Saka had the chance, and I don't want to dig him out, but he should have scored that. The other week, I think I sat here with you and I said Tierney should be going to Lacazette. You robbed me of an assist against Leicester.
Yeah.
I think Bellerin should have gone to Saka. I'm sorry, mate. I know you've smashed your and you got injured, but I mean, you've got him you've got him in fantasy league, so you must have been going berserk.
Yeah, Bellerin. Yeah. No, well, I actually didn't last week.
Oh, you took him out?
Actually, I might have taken him out completely. I don't know why. No, I haven't. No, I haven't taken him out completely.
Yeah.
I'd used my free hit last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't hit it first time. It just seems like with Arsenal players, they've got such low confidence. They don't want to hit anything first time.
They are absolutely bereft of confidence.
Yeah, you just think really he should be just take. The goalkeeper was in no man's land, really, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The only reason he did well in the end was because Saka took a touch and gave him a chance to get him. Yeah, he should. I think he just should have just slid it in first time.
Yeah, and then
he missed. To be fair, to be honest, I know he has been one of our better players this season, but he missed some chances against City as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and I mean,
he should have scored.
Going on from there, obviously, Rodrigo had another chance. Bamford missed 2 headers. I think it was the first one that he should have scored more than the second one. I thought the first one was an absolute sitter.
Yeah.
I know that fed into all the people that banter me for having him in fantasy football, but I'm like, he does score. I'm sorry, he does score. He's been very good in fantasy football, so that's why I've kept him. All in all, it was a bad day at the office for me, and then obviously there was all the stuff afterwards. What do you think? Do you think Xhaka was? Because people are saying, "Oh no, he's out of order what he did to Tierney." I think people are too far into it. I'm like,
it's just people. Look, Arsenal fans have their agendas.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans have their agendas for players and against players, and most Arsenal fans have agendas against Xhaka. So anything Xhaka does that could be construed as looking at slightly questionable, they're going to jump on and go, it's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
But you don't know what Xhaka was saying to him. Xhaka could have had his arm round him, but been going, look, mate, I'm going to have you. Like, if you do that again, I'm going to have you.
Well, the thing is, I'm like, Alioski's Albanian, but he plays for Macedonia. Xhaka is of Albanian. He's Albanian, but obviously plays for Switzerland and everything else.
Yeah.
And they were clearly talking, smiling and everything else like that. But at the same time, I was thinking, in my opinion, that he was going to Tierney, mate, stop it, because we've already had one player sent off. We don't need you.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I don't think
definitely.
I don't think he was being a dick to Tierney in any way. I think if anything, he was helping him.
Well, there was one of our. No one's having a go at the coach who pushed Tierney away.
No one's shouting at Steve Rounds. No, you're correct. Even though Steve Rounds, got an absolute track record of being a failure in everything that he's ever done. But yeah, mate, this is the guy that, along with David Moyes, when he got appointed Man United manager, went into a room with Vidic and Rio Ferdinand, showed them a video of Sylvain Distin and Phil Jagielka and went, "That's how you two need to play." And Rio, according to the towel, Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic slammed the door and never spoke to him again. So I think Vidic left, and I think Vidic retired or whatever, and Rio Ferdinand ended up at QPR. He's like, I ain't playing for him, idiot. But yeah. So, and then also for me as well, I've got to say it, but I thought Arteta, sort of dug Pepe out a bit too much for me. I was like, that's a bit safe for you, considering this team before that conceded 8 in their last 2 games, and you added nothing. I'm like, him getting sent off. I'm like, that's a bit of a safety net, mate.
Yeah. He's just,
Like,
it's like he's just blamed.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just blamed. He's like, I've got an out here. I'm going to blame Pepe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
for not winning this game.
It just all come to me like it was Pepe's fault.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but
like
it was sort of.
It was a bit like, all them years ago, fateful years ago. Me and you with the gingerbread kit, and I dropped it all in the in the clean laundry. And me and you were like, right, we better get out of here sharpish. And I was like, look, I'll blame it on Danny. Danny is my brother. And I was like, he was going out drinking and whatever that night. And I thought, I could say that he'd done it when he was drunk when he come in. And he'd take the fall. And he did. He was like, yeah, that's it. I was drunk. I didn't even blame him. He just instinctively, she come in and was like, oh, spill all this fucking gingerbread man. That's my mother, by the way. That's an accurate impression as well. And me and you were straight away, we're like, oh, it must have been Daddy when he was drinking. He was like, yeah, it was me last night. I was like, there you go, look. If Danny does watch this, it was me. If you ever think to yourself, it wouldn't, but it was me. It was me.
I think I seem to remember him going like, "Oh, I don't even like gingerbread, so I don't know why I got it out the cupboard."
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
mate, it probably just fell out, Danny.
Yeah.
You didn't want it; it just fell out.
No,
like, oh yeah, that probably did happen.
When you were grabbing your discos, you knocked them over, mate.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, that did happen. I remember.
Yeah. Those were the good old days where I can't remember my brother eating meals, but he would eat 30 bags of discos.
Yeah, he'd eat sort of discos and baguettes from Tesco's.
Yeah, with nothing on and nothing inside, just a baguette. and 6 cans of Relentless a day. Yeah. People go to me now, I'm surprised your brother's alive. I was surprised back then. He could go to the bathroom without a light on and just pee, because the Relentless is just luminous, mate. But he's a great man. We all love him here. So yeah, he's a great lad. But I'll just quickly touch on obviously the Europa League game. We won 3-0 versus Molde. First half, I don't want to talk about it. It was awful. and then I'm sorry, but BT don't help matters when they have the worst commentators ever on there. Especially for the Europa League. I know the Champions League is obviously worth a bit more money, but come on, can we just, can commentators not work 2 days? They're not even going to the grounds. They're doing it from either home or a studio.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you not get a decent commentator at home?
Well, I know you don't like Karen Carney.
Oh, she's awful.
But,
she's awful.
I don't mind
not
her.
For the reasons that people believe. Yeah. It's nothing like that, because I'm a huge fan of Alex Scott.
Yeah, I don't mind her analysis, but the fact that she sits there going, "Oh yes, Eddie Nketiah is playing left wing," but Lacazette's up front, and Lacazette's like stood about 10 yards behind Nketiah while Nelson stood on the left wing.
Literally, the first thing she said was, Eddie Nketiah is playing left of the front three up front with Lacazette. I'm like, well, how's he up front with Lacazette if he's left? Like, you've literally just contradicted what you've just... oh, mate, no. I'm like, sorry, no.
She did it in the Dundalk game as well. Yeah. Got the formation completely wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said to you, I think she's just an Arsenal fan, because Arsenal fans thought that we played a 4-3-3 against Dundalk as well.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. But, obviously some of the fringe players got in there, and Pepe scored. He's obviously not a fringe player, but he's suspended, so he scored a good goal. And I thought he was man of the match for me. Nelson scored a goal, and like you said, now he's the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
And then Balogun scored, which I am happy for, and I hope he's at least on the bench Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, we're both massive fans of Nketiah.
Yes.
Both fans of Nketiah, but I do think Balogun.
Unnecessary abuse for Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
It's not his fault that Balogun's better than him. Like,
No, and also for me, I'm like he misses one header, and he gets absolutely pelted for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's be brutally honest. Aubameyang hasn't scored for a month apart from a penalty, and yet nobody's coming.
Yeah.
Lacazette's been awful. No one goes for him. It's like you said. It's the agenda's business.
Yeah. People. It's the Gordon Ramsay meme when he's talking to the adults
the
on Hell's Kitchen and the kids. It's I'm sorry, darling.
Yeah.
Well, that's Aubameyang, and then when it's like and anybody else,
Yeah. But I like the look of Balogun. I want to see more of him.
It's just his movement's better. He just looks like his movement, his runs are better. He just looks more of a player. And Nketiah looks a bit, like I said, I think I said it about Pepe the other day, but he's just sort of doesn't really know what he wants to do with it. His legs are sort of all over the place, whereas Balogun looks like he knows where he's putting his feet.
Yeah, Balogun as well is for 19. I mean, I'm not one to really talk about it, but I just think he's frame and everything. He's like, do you know, when you're comfortable with who you are and what you're doing. He's just got that.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
When he runs, his like shoulders and everything look more prominent and stuff. Like he looks like an actual I lead the line centre forward, which we need.
Yeah.
Desperate for someone who's literally like, I'm centre forward. Give me the fucking ball, and I'll score goals.
Yeah, definitely. I think now that we've qualified,
them, and Nketiah, for all that we love him, I'm like he is a tapping merchant. Aubameyang down the middle didn't work, so he's never going to do it again. And then Lacazette's like, no, I want to be in the halfway line and use my bum to whack people. So,
I really just. I mean, I said in the summer we should have sold Lacazette, but let's definitely not give him a new contract and just try get rid of him in January or at the very least in the summer.
Yeah, we definitely.
He's not. He's not been a good player for us.
No.
Looking back on it, we absolutely should have just kept Giroud.
Yeah.
We all slag Giroud off, and then he leaves. You go, I wish we had Giroud still.
But because the thing is, everyone's like, no, sell Eddie and keep Lacazette. But I'm like, you're not going to get. People are like, yeah, but they'll pay English premium. No, they won't. No. You won't get more than 20 million for Nketiah on a good day. With Lacazette, you're at least getting 30, at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I mean that 30 pays that Sobozali's clause already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, that's where we need to go in January. Is someone like him, a midfielder of that sort of quality. But I'm reading that
I think we need a winger, to be honest. Yeah, probably.
I'm like, oh, brilliant.
I think we need a winger.
9 of them.
I just can't believe we're just not going in for Zaha.
Yeah.
He's desperate to join Arsenal.
Yeah.
Why are we just not going and getting him?
Yeah.
And he's got to be available I think he was available for about 40 million this summer. That's a good price for Zaha.
Yeah, I think so.
We should just go. We need a winger. So I don't know about Martinelli, whether he's a striker or, Arsenal fans who are stupid think he's a striker. But I think Martinelli himself has literally said, no, I want to like playing on the wing.
I think he's better left side.
Yeah.
Because he's like Sanchez, mate. He does all that running. He likes that running and doing mucky stuff as well as scoring goals. And I don't want to like tout him out, but you just know when someone is special, and he is. Like, I'm not saying that just because I'm an Arsenal fan. Like, legit, that guy is next. Like, he is next level already.
Yeah.
At 18, 19, he's ready to be.
Yeah, Arteta won't play him. So. But he didn't play him. People think he's going to come back into the team and save us, but Arteta never played him. He never even got off the bench.
No.
He's not going to play him.
Yeah. Played him at Chelsea, but no, I know.
I think that was about it. I think he didn't have any other choice, did he?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So Obviously, this weekend we got Wolves. You predicted a 0-0.
Yeah.
I've said a 1-1. I think the last time we played them at home, it was also a draw.
Yeah.
Like I said to you, we really need to win 2 of these next 3. We've drawn 1, so we need 3 points. Yeah, I know it's awful, mate. I know it's awful.
Well, look, we said we'd accept 7 points.
Yes.
But I fully expected 3 of the points to be against Leeds.
Yes.
So I certainly don't think we're going to beat Wolves and Spurs.
Nope.
The annoying thing is, if we do, then Arteta will be the next, like the next coming of Christ, and then we'll lose to whatever rubbish game we've got after that.
Yeah, we got Burnley.
Yeah, we'll probably lose to Burnley. We'll probably beat. You know what? We'll probably will beat Wolves and Spurs, and we'll lose to Burnley. Lose to Burnley at home, probably.
Yeah. But obviously, yeah, you're sticking with your prediction because otherwise it makes the other video look stupid. But
yeah.
What are you making for this one? Because for me, Wolves they're like us. Even though they've got the players, they just don't seem to be scoring, do they?
I think Jimenez is the most overrated player in the league. I don't know what people see in him.
Yeah, and we were talking.
He's an absolute donkey. He'll score against us, but he's an absolute donkey.
We were talking about Waddingham, weren't we? He's completely gone off the boil for me.
I never rated him. I've never rated him really. I never rated him last season.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought he was a bit useless.
The last 3, they beat Palace 2-0, and then but that was defenders, I think, scored in that game. It was that Nori and I think it was Podence or whatever, but he's midfield or something, isn't he? And then Neto scored in their other draw the other week. And they lost to Leicester as well, didn't they? In that, so
yeah, we're both. I think Wolves are a better team than us at the minute, certainly.
Yeah,
we're both teams who can defend, but neither of us can attack.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still not confident about it, really.
I just hate waiting. 7:15 on a Sunday is the worst time to be watching football.
It's a crap time.
I know they want all the game. They want all the games on telly, but even before they were putting them on at the same time. Why not have 2 games on at 2:30 so you can have a couple of games? Why? We always play at 7:15.
How many channels does Sky have?
Because
they're like, yeah, but no, there's not enough. All the channels will clash. I'm like, no, because the fans of those games will watch that. I'm like, there's not this many neutrals. Like, I think they're convinced that there's neutral. It was like you and me the other day when we did the Premier League video, and it was Burnley versus Palace, and you were like, oh, well, what happened in that? Now, I mean, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not going out my way to watch Burnley versus Palace.
Well, is it Palace v Newcastle? Who's watching that? I don't even think Palace and Newcastle fans want to watch that.
Yeah.
Why is that not on at 7:15 on a Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't want to. And the last 2 times we played 7:15 on a Sunday, we've lost at home.
Yeah, and it's 0-0 as well at the moment. I thought I'd just check just to see if it's actually an entertaining game. It's 0-0, so you get what you deserve.
Yeah. Why is that the Friday night football?
Probably because they're both tier 3. I don't know, tier 2. They got to have something to do, haven't they?
I just hate it. I just hate football at 7:15 on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, we have to play.
You got to wait. You got to wait all weekend looking forward to Arsenal, and they ruin it anyway.
Yeah,
they ruin your whole weekend.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've been looking forward to this all weekend, and you do that.
Yeah. So, predicted lineup, mate, and then we'll end it before we get a bit too more sad and gloomy. What have you got in your lineup, my friend? What have you got?
Well, I don't know. I don't really know if this is what I want or what I think Arteta will pick. I don't really know. I've just put some players in a formation. I've gone for 4-3-3. I don't really, I think he will pick it actually because I don't know. I just don't know why I think that. But Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, Holding, Bellerin. And then, our only decent 3 midfielders will play Xhaka, Ceballos and Partey.
Yeah.
And then Aubameyang will be left wing because you know,
Tried it.
we
You
don't really
tried
have
it, it
any.
didn't
We
work.
don't have any wingers.
Tried it and didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it will work eventually, but he's
Mm.
giving it one go and he won't bother again.
Yeah.
And I've got Lacazette up front, even though I hate Lacazette. Saka, Saka right wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he's fit. I don't know who. I don't know if Partey's fit. I don't know if Saka's fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I have done that. The back five is coming back,
Mhm.
and I've done Leno, Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel Tierney, and I've done Ainsley Maitland-Niles at
Right.
left wing back. Sorry, I've done
Even
that
though he
because-
played the full
yeah,
90 against
yeah.
Molde.
I think he's going to do it because of how well he did against them last year away, even though it was only
Right.
second half or whatever. I think if he plays Traore, which I think he will, I think he'll want Niles there against Traore.
Right.
I don't think he'll trust Saka or Tierney against him.
Yeah.
And then I've done Ceballos and Partey. I just think Ceballos at the moment, even though he's not scoring goals and he's not really registering assists, he is the best of the other midfielders. Like Partey starts out over all of them. Just
Yeah.
from like what you said when we signed him, he's better than anyone at the club already, and he hasn't even played a game.
Yeah.
So Partey's in regardless, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Ceballos is the best of all of the other midfielders that are there.
Yeah.
Like in terms of, you know, shots and chances created and all of that stuff. He's the best.
He'd be a
on
really
paper.
good. Yeah. He'd be really good if he could run.
Yes.
But he is literally the slowest man on earth. I think if that Chunks, you know that Chunks who played in the Soccer Aid game, I think Chunks could give him a good race.
I reckon he'd do me on a race, but I don't think he's as slow as me.
I don't.
What's it over? What's the yard? I'd fancy it if it was 10 meters. If it was long distance, he'd absolutely annihilate me.
Well, I think in training they do like 20 meters.
Yeah.
I think you could beat him over 20 meters.
Yeah. What they should do is simulate like a bus stop or a train, and have like that pulling away, because I can sprint when I'm trying to get public transport. Like just in terms of normal stuff, I think the adrenaline kicks in when I need to get a bus or a train. I'm just like,
yeah,
proper pelt it. But yeah, and then up front I've done Aubameyang on the left because he's like, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
And he said, didn't he, that in the interview before the game, he's like, I know that left's Aubameyang's best position, but I'm going to try him down as a different option. But he's like, he scores more goals on the left and he's better on the left. So it was just like, oh, so you're not doing it because you want to do it. You're doing it because you've sort of been told you have to, or you've at least been said, oh, you don't change. So you're like, look, I can change. Look, and I've done it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It was sort of like, it come across to me like he was doing it and hoping it failed, just so he could be like, look, there you go, I've proved you wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then Lacazette up front, and then I've done Saka on the right hand side. Because and I've done that, and I don't probably think it's going to be that, but I just don't want to see Willian at the moment. I'm sorry.
No.
Maybe I'm too extreme, but I'm like, that stuff going to Dubai and that. I'm like, I don't know how you get away with it. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, I just think he's a bit rubbish at the minute, so he shouldn't.
Yeah, there's that as well. Yeah. Oh, I agree. I think it says everything when you said earlier you would rather play now. Like everyone knows your immense dislike of Reece Nelson. And when you said to me, I would rather play Reece Nelson than him, it explains everything like that. Yeah.
I don't know. It all feels a bit extreme. Do you know, I was watching Brighton, and I was thinking, God, I bet Graham Potter would do a good job at Arsenal. That's how badly I think Arteta's doing it at the minute.
God, no.
I'd love to try that formation they play. They play the 5-3-2. I'd love to see that at Arsenal.
Yeah. Who would you play as your two up front then? Would you play Aubameyang and Eddie?
Yeah, or Lacazette. Play them two up front.
Yeah.
Then you have the free midfielder. You can have Xhaka, Partey, Saka. Then you have just the back five. But with Brighton, their wing backs are so far forward because they have I don't know. It just seems like with us, because we've got wingers and fullbacks, they're just in each other's way. Yeah. It just doesn't work. I just don't think it works having wingers and wing backs.
It's like, it's all a bit Sorry, I'm getting all burpy and hiccupy. Feel like I've got indigestion, mate. I had pie and mash, and it's really filling. It's really filling.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though. It was better than the first time I ordered it, and they got it wrong. So I slagged them off on Facebook the first time. So I better compliment them tonight and say that it was. Actually, feels like it's the nice thing to do after I obliterated them. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going on about other stuff. No, football wise, bit like how I was with the pie and mash the first time round. I'm just not really confident in it, I'm afraid. I know. Obviously, these videos don't get as much views and everything else, but we are trying. Do you know what I mean? Like we're trying to be as objective as possible, but we're only saying what we see and what we feel and think.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some times when you speak and I'm like, I totally disagree with what you're saying, and then we do have our little debates and everything. But
Yeah. I will say this particular video I've not tried.
No.
To be to be perfectly honest.
Well, at least you're honest.
Oh.
If anyone is watching and they thought, "Cool, that was a crap video."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a big if, though. That's a big if.
That is a big if.
That's
Yeah,
really
I don't think people watch this far.
No one wants to see. No one wants to see us talk about Arsenal.
Well, I think they do because they tune in floods when we absolutely lose. I think it's got to be the opposition fans that want to see two Arsenal fans complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was there anything else you wanted to add, Tom? No. Fair enough. How's the under-23 game going?
Winning 3-1.
Lovely. Right. Well, yeah. Okay then. Cheers. Cheers for your time, mate. And if you have watched all this far, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, do we want? We would like comments, but you've sort of said that all the fans are dickheads earlier, so. I doubt we're gonna
I said 60% of them are dickheads.
Okay, so yeah,
40% of Arsenal fans.
40% of good Arsenal fans. I don't know why I held up 5 there. If the 40%, I've had 40%
of Arsenal fans are quite. Yeah.
Man United.
I think how many followers have Arsenal got?
Man United are bad at home. They're playing away.
Yeah. How many followers have? Let's have a look. Arsenal.
I think we're the most followed club on Twitter, aren't we?
So we've got 16 million followers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what 40%. Half of that, 50% would be.
Did you say 16?
8 million.
Yeah.
So 40% is probably about 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.5, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But
so there's 640,000 Arsenal fans that could comment that we would enjoy.
No, there's 16 million.
Yes, but you said
so
40% is 640,000.
No, I said 6 million. It's about 6 million. 40% of that is about 6 million.
I am awful at maths. So it's about. It's got to be 6.4 million then.
Something like that.
Yeah. Has it?
Yeah. So that's still quite a big viewership that we could get. We could get hold of.
Oh God, yeah. If I got 6.4 million subs, I'd be over the moon.
The trouble with you is though, if you got that many subs, you'd just quit.
Oh no!
I've achieved my goals now.
I can't quit. It just got monetized. I've got to at least earn.
I'm surprised LTR still isn't tweeting about the academy game, going, "Oh, Nelson should be playing."
There you go. Digging him out.
I stuck up for him. I really liked him, but he's really, his Nelson agenda is far too much.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch. Someone will watch this and they'll send that to him. And he'll come for us now. And you'll muddy this channel. You will muddy this channel, and people will start thinking we're like the other ones. All we do is slag off other channels. You know.
I'm not slagging him off. I just
They'll be
think
thinking you're moving to Spain soon, and you'll be sat there on a green screen slagging people off, aren't they?
I don't know. I like him. I just think his Nelson agenda is over the top.
Yeah, yeah. I like you, but I'm going to criticise you at the same time.
Hey, look, we criticise each other. We like each other to an extent.
Yeah,
we
extent.
criticise
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
We accept criticism of one another.
Yeah, best of the bad bunch, aren't we?
Why's Paula Abdul trending?
I don't know. Right, before this descends into talking about Paula Abdul, for the second time, please like, comment, and subscribe, and help us take 2 steps forward instead of 2 steps back. Take care.